Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Please consider subscribing. Today I'm gonna tell you about the new Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance Divine or Divine. I have to tell you that I'm a bit biased when it comes to Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances, especially Jean Paul Gaultier Classique, but it kind of spreads a little bit on Jean Paul Gaultier, all womanly shaped fragrances. I just love them. So when I saw that the new fragrance is coming out and it has the most gorgeous bottle, about the bottle, by the way, this fragrance comes in 30 mils, 50 mils, and 100 mils, and the refill bottle is available as well. But the 30 mils bottle doesn't have sort of this golden breastplate as the other fragrances have. So I'm just gonna pop up some pictures so you can see it. About the notes are a bit I always consult the official website because the official website knows better, right? But if we go to Fragrantica, sorry, something is happening to my voice. We have Calypsone note, which is like a watermelony note. We have red berries, bergamot. We have lily, ylang ylang, jasmine, meringue, musk, and patchouli. Whereas if we go to the official website doesn't have all this plethora of notes. They tell you about the bottle. They tell you that the bottle has this iconic shape, conical and already iconic. The Gaultier Divine corset is a bold reinterpretation of Jean-Paul Gaultier's iconic couture creation. You might have seen that on Madonna, where she was like touring in the 90s and she had this beautiful corset. It had this kind of pointy stuff, very beautiful, a confident, unfettered femininity that has the power to be itself. So the bottle is gorgeous, and what it says about the nose, it says that it's a floral gourmand marine. Marine means that it's watery, it's aquatic, but it's also salty, because the sea is usually salty. A balancing act between floral and gourmand notes, interspersed with a salty vibe. So it does have the salty vibe, majestic and luminous. This spectacular lily, La Gaultier, à la Gaultier, influres its voluptuousness in a bouquet of white flowers, while an airy meringue adds delicious sweetness, unbelievably irresistible. So they say basically that it's a white flower, but it also has this meringue that adds to this sweetness, and then a salty note that kind of mitigates a little bit this sweetness. So let's just make a spray of this fragrance. I do have this fragrance on myself. As a matter of fact, I have been wearing this fragrance for a couple of days now, and I am on a fence with this fragrance. I'm gonna tell you why. I do not like particularly salty fragrances. When the salt is very prominent, it just doesn't sit right on my skin. When the fragrance is salty on my skin, it becomes almost sour. It doesn't smell good. It just doesn't smell good. But this fragrance, it isn't as salty as I thought it would be, but it does have this salty note, and I can feel it. So that's why I'm kind of yet deciding. Like, the collector and the lover of Jean Paul Gaultier in me says that just get yourself a bottle. But the more pragmatic part of me, the part that would like to wear this fragrance, says that yeah, get yourself a bottle, but do yourself a favor, get yourself a 30 ml, because 50 is too much. So I'm still deciding. What I have to tell you that it is very beautiful fragrance. It's definitely aquatic. It is salty, but not as salty as, for example, I have prepared a couple of fragrances here. Namely, I have Olympia by Paco Rabanne, and I also have this teeny tiny bottle of Mugler and its goddess. So I have to tell you that this Olympia, in my opinion, is a bit too much. It doesn't have that much of resemblance with Jean-Paul Gaultier. It does have some, but in my opinion, the Mugler is the one that is a bit closer to the divine fragrance. So the salt is there, not the salt itself, but sort of this salty aquatic vibe. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a ton of salt, and it has very beautiful flowers. They are not overpowering because we know that beautiful white flowers can be quite potent and strong, especially if we talk about lily that is in this fragrance. But this one isn't that strong. It's not your typical white flower that you can smell like 2 kilometers like away. No, it's not that. It's not as strong. And meringue, I'm not particularly I can't say that I smell meringue. I can't say that I smell sweetness. So what I have to say that I was expecting this fragrance to be opulent and very bold and very overpowering and very, very strong and very potent and very bright, and but it's not. I mean, it's if you divide fragrances into day wear and night wear, I would say that this is more of a day wear for me than it is a night wear. Obviously, you can add a little bit more sprays and it can easily become your evening out fragrance. But in my opinion, this is kind of subdued, sweet, a bit salty white flower that is absolutely beautiful for the day wear. This is a good fragrance. I have to say that although it's kind of day wear fragrance, it lasts beautifully. It has lasting power, it has sillage, and I guarantee you that on my skin, at least on my skin, one spray, and how I usually test the fragrances, I make one spray, just one spray of the fragrance. It lasts on me from 6 to 7 hours, which is absolutely beautiful because like lately the majority of fragrances last maybe 2, 3. When they last 4 hours onwards, I consider it to be a success. But this one 6+, so beautiful, wonderful. So yeah, it's not as potent, it's not as prominent, but it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I have to tell you though, for those people who do not like salt, like I do not like salt, be careful with this one. Get yourself a sample and sample it and wear it, uh, because the salt is there. It is visible. It's not as potent. It's not dominant note. Absolutely not. But it is there. So um, you can feel it. You can smell it. And the salty water, it's not. But on the good side, some fresh scents can be a little bit headache inducing, right? This one isn't. The salt is there, but this freshness, this aquatic flower, it doesn't induce the headache, so it's not heavy, because sometimes even the lightest aquatic scents, they can be quite heavy. I'm sure that you can understand what I'm talking about if you have smelled Cool Water by Davidoff. It's a very light fragrance, but if you overspray, it's gonna give you the headache, a most massive one. And this one, it doesn't seem to have this problem, because I have sprayed 7, 8 sprays on me when I was going out, and I didn't have any problem whatsoever. But the salt is there. Just keep that in mind if you are against salt, or if the salt doesn't sit good on your skin, like it doesn't sit good on mine. Test test and test more, and then once more, and then you decide. For me, I'm gonna be getting myself a bottle. I'm indecisive between 30 and 50 mils. Well, it is gonna depend on what I'm gonna find on sales. So, and obviously, I would like to have the beautiful bottle, like with the breastplate and everything. So, yeah, but all in all, I am happy with this new edition, this new fragrance by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Is absolutely beautiful, and it's different. It is different. I do remember the one fragrance that I actually regret not getting, because at the time when it was launched and it was limited edition, it was Fleur Terrible. It was coming in only one size. It was 100 mils, and it costed 120 euros, and it was before the price rise for the fragrance. And I was like, oh my gosh, 120 euros, and I didn't have a coupon code, I didn't have any discount, and I was like, no, I'm not getting it. I mean, who's gonna be getting it for such a price, right? I'm gonna be able to get it later on sales. Yeah, and I never found it because it was sold out. So I kind of regret not getting it, and I remember that that one was a bit aquatic. I do not remember how aquatic was it. Was it? It most definitely it wasn't as sweet as this one, but this aquatic part, I can say that it's a bit similar to this one. So yeah, and I'm not gonna compare to Olympia. I'm not gonna compare it to Mugler, because these are not the same fragrances, but they are definitely in this same category, in this same sort of salty, sunny vibe. But unlike the Olympia, that gives me kind of this beach vibes and summer vibes. This one, the Divine fragrance, can be worn like in any weather, in summer, in autumn, in winter, and it doesn't I don't have this association with the beach with this fragrance. So it is in that category, but it kind of also stands alone a bit, so it doesn't give me this summer vibes. So let me know, please, if you know this fragrance, if you have already got it. Are you planning to get it? Are you not planning? Just let me know. I'm so curious, and I wish you a beautiful evening and a wonderful holidays. Bye!